Hey everybody. So I want to apologize about yesterday. I decided that I wanted to sleep in a little bit, and I slept in later than what I anticipated and later than I have in a long time. And then I decided that I wanted to mow the grass, which means that I completely forgot that I wanted to start streaming Fridays at 3 p.m. Yeah. It was 3:30 before I finished mowing the yard. Um, well, actually, it was 3:30 when I took my last break before I finished mowing the yard, and that's when I realized, oh yeah, I was supposed to stream today. So yeah, I do want to apologize. I am trying to get into being on here more because I love working with you guys, and I think that us working together really helps each other get some stuff done. I know it does me. So yeah, sorry about that. Uh, yes, I did need to sleep. I'm pretty sure I needed to sleep. We got a Rita. Hello, hello, hello. And if you are looking for more sprints, here is the Google playlist in Google Sheets. Google playlist, YouTube playlist in Google Sheets. That way you can see who's going live and see who's going live for the rest of the week. It's updated, I think, once a week, maybe twice a week. I can't remember what they said, but yeah. Yes, I think I did need to sleep. Definitely needed a nap after I got through mowing the yard. That's for sure. Also, I have a poll in the chat on YouTube if you want to vote on it. I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want to do for ads for my books because I know I need to promote myself a little bit more. And yeah. Not sure what's going on with my camera. Y'all see the flicker? It's just weird. Maybe it'll stop. Of course, now that I'm talking about it, it probably stopped. Oh, goodness. It is what it is. Anyway, Chatty and the sprints today, right? Right. After a discussion with my hubs, because we went down to Charlotte Wednesday and we talk a little bit about everything. But a lot of it is usually what I'm doing, what my processes should be, things about my books and stuff like that. And after talking to him about a couple of things, I have decided to focus on my husband wants to keep me pristine as far as editing goes for right now. Since it's so short, it's a novella, it's going to be around 35,000 words once I get that extra chapter in that I had an idea for, then it should be fairly quick edit. And y'all seem really excited about it during the me telling you about my husband wants to keep me pristine. And I'm really excited about it. I want to get it out to you guys because I think it's hilarious. That could just be me, but here we are. And then after that, I'm going to focus on I'm Your Hero so that I can get it edited and published on I'm No Hero's anniversary, which is October 28th. After that, I'm going to go back and forth between Isekai Detective and the epic. Well, during all this, I'm going to go back and forth between Isekai Detective and writing on the epic book one. The epic book one is what I've been writing on for this month, I should say, because through all the mess that happened, I'm going to try not to talk about it today because y'all are probably tired of hearing about it. I don't know. But anyway, after not working as much as I could during mid-March all the way through April because of Dad. And not that I'm blaming him or anything. It's just I had to be there. And the epic really is calling to me. And I really want to get it out. And I really want to start publishing that epic because that is the book that has been with me for 20 plus years. Those characters have been with me for 20 plus years. So I really want to get at least the first, second, and third books completed, drafted, edited, and everything before I publish the first book. And then I'll do a fast release of the first 3 books and then do a release of Mist so that it's in physical form. And write 4, 5, and 6 and, try to do rapid releases every 3 books because it's going to be an 11 book endeavor so far. Hey, Lauren, how are you? Yes, he is very supportive. He is my alpha reader. He's the one that lets me know if it hits right or not. So yeah. There are so many supportive husbands of fellow writers. Yes, there are. It's awesome. Mist left us wanting more such creative characters in the universe. Thank you. Yes, Mist was those characters pushing to be heard. And it went from being on Kindle Vella, and of course Kindle Vella died, and I popped it over on Ream. Did I pop it over on Ream? No, I took it off of Kindle Vella, and I've put it on somewhere else, and that didn't do very well. And I pulled it off of there, so now I'm going to upload it to my Ko-fi, which, by the way, my Ko-fi already has the very first drafts, the alpha drafts, 0 drafts, whatever you want to call it, of Daughter of Blood Gold and of My Husband Wants to Keep Me Pristine. They are behind a paywall. You have to become a member in order to read them, but they're on there in case you want to. So I'm going to share that link. It'll take you directly to the tiers if you want to join. But I will be putting Mist up there. I'm also going to be putting Daughter of Blood Gold. My Husband Wants to Keep Me Pristine, Mist, and others on my Substack. Again, you'll have to become a member of my Substack in order to read those books. But I want my Ko-fi people to get first glimpse, period. Because I'm going to try to become more involved with Ko-fi. I think it can be helpful to pay the bills eventually. I hope. Because, yeah, I'm a struggling artist now. Imagine that. But yeah, yes. Ooh. Hunter came in, so I might pop us into a sprint. That way I can set up the camera so y'all can watch him as well. Let me go ahead and pull up the playlist. We'll try to support other channels here. Y'all want to do 45 minute, 30 minute, 25 minute? What do y'all want to do? Let me know. Excuse me. Goodness. Where is my 30-minute playlist? I've got the 45-minute ones. I've got the 15 and 10. I've got the 25. I think they're in with the 25. They're probably in with the 25. Yeah, they are. Okay. I'm thinking 30-minute. Okay, Rita says 25 or 30 minutes, so we'll do 30 minutes. So this is a timer from our very own Laura Nettles. There we go. All right, so while I get the camera set up and get settled into working on probably the epic or continue working on ads, don't forget to hydrate. Don't forget to get some noms. And don't forget to get up, stretch, walk around if you are able. Take a break, look away from the screen if you have been staring at it for quite a while. And let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. How did everybody do? Have a good look at the hunter. He's asleep, and you can see the old man's beard. He's starting to be a little white around the muzzle. You might hear him snoring, I don't know. Or you might hear the dishwasher. Either way. It's a good stretch, bud. Alright, so I wrote a little bit on the epic and got distracted a couple of times, so I didn't get as much done as I wanted to. But let's see how many words I got in. Yeah, 515. So for the past weekish, I've added a little over 4,000 words to the epic. So that's a win, I think. Hopefully. Rita says, I'm formatting through Drafted Digital. Let me say that I once uploaded my cover page. I was able to continue. Nice. So glad that is working for you. Drafted Digital is pretty good about doing the formats, and you can go through each page and make sure that it's good. I lose patience. And I don't go through each page, which I shouldn't do that. Do not do that. Do not do what I do. But yeah, it's pretty good. Now, if only I could change the font on the title page. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I know Atticus, I think you can download fonts to it, but I don't think Drafted Digital has that just yet, because they just have their set ones, I do believe. But yeah, it's been since January since I've uploaded a book, so I fear that I am forgetting how to do things. This is why I need to publish a book like every 3 months so I don't forget how to do things. But yeah, I don't think there is the ability to change, to do your own fonts in Drafted Digital. It might be an Atticus and Vellum thing. Maybe Autocrit. Don't quote me on that just yet. Let me look. I'm learning Atticus as I go. Like right now, I've stumbled upon a little glitch. So whenever you copy from Word and paste it into Atticus, I don't know if it's the way I have my words set up, but it's in every paragraph, there's at least 1 or 2 words that are smushed together, and you have to go back through and put a space in between them. So I don't know if that's a me thing or what. Let's see. Let me go back to the home. I'm looking at no, I lied. I am sorry. So yeah, there isn't a way to upload a new font in Atticus. That had to have been the trial period that I did for Vellum whenever I had that Mac for a week before I wanted to throw it out the window. Uh, um, yeah. Collaboration, find a place, goals. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that had to have been maybe a villain thing. This is a good reason why I'll go back and double check myself, because my memory is like so weird. Something like Dad's death happens and everything gets like smushed together or changed in my head. It's like the files get corrupted and tied together or something. I don't know. So yeah, I'm weird. Oh goodness. Hey Mel, just got off work. Nice. Hope it was another good day. Let's see. So yeah, writing on the epic, and I'm going to switch gears and stop editing on Daughter of Blood Gold and start editing My Husband Wants to Keep Me Pristine, because it is a smaller book, and I don't think I'll have to do as much with it, so that I can definitely have time to do I'm Your Hero, so I can definitely get I'm Your Hero out on October 28th. Yes. So I do believe they have 4 fonts from what I saw. There's the default, there's 5. Default, Comic Relief, DP Sans Mono, EB Garamond, and Open Dyslexic. I have mine set to Open Dyslexic because whenever that carries over to Drafted Digital, at least what I did with the Belle Earth Witch, it transferred over well. And I think a lot of people like the dyslexic font, or the Open Dyslexic font, because it reads better to them. So yeah, that's another thing to kind of keep in mind as well. Yeah. Always good getting paid to work out, right? That's how I felt when I first started at Walmart. Um, and then whenever I got promoted to support manager, oh my gosh, those first couple of weeks. So I went from walking, I think it was 5 miles a day as a zone manager, because I had one little section of Walmart. I had apparel, um, home decor, hardware. I don't think I had sporting goods. Yeah, I think it was apparel, home decor, and hardware. That's all I had. So going from being over just those 3 departments to being over half of the store. And the store that I was at, grocery was on one side. And then across the store on the other side was your makeup, HBA, pets, which is a weird setup to most Walmarts. So that's what I was over. I was over this side of the store, which is grocery, meat, produce, dairy, the deli. I also had to help out with the front end. Had the impulse buys section and seasonal. And I also had health and beauty aids, cosmetics, pets. Yeah. That was. So I went from walking 5 miles a day to walking about 13. I still didn't lose weight. I lost a little bit. A lot of that walking was a lot of stop and go. but still 13 miles in one day. The most I ever walked was 17 in one day, in one shift. We had 10-hour shifts when I was a support manager. But yeah, it was crazy. I actually kind of looked forward to things like Black Friday because once we got everything set up, we didn't have to do shit after that. So the setup of things like Black Friday was a pain in the ass. But after everything got set up and after everybody started shopping and everything, it was fine after that. It was an easy peasy day. Until somebody tried to be stupid. But if somebody tried to be stupid, it wasn't my position to try to stop them. I just had to let somebody else know. Right. I wasn't allowed to touch. I wasn't allowed to do anything. I mostly think that they're kind of scared of me doing anything to people. Especially after that one day. I let one of our managers have it. She was higher than me. I want to say she was a co-manager. So she was a step down below a store manager. And I made the woman cry. As Aquariuses do. If we get mad at you, you're going to cry. That's all there is to it. So yeah, I made her cry. And after that, I was allowed to hire people, but I wasn't allowed to fire people anymore, which is fine with me. But I wasn't allowed to fire people and I wasn't allowed to confront people because I think she was scared that I was going to make everybody cry. She didn't last very long at that store after that. Oops. But I mean, I was tired of her doing her job for her. Okay. I'm one of those people. If I'm busting my ass, then by God, everybody should be busting their ass all around me too. So yeah, that was fun. I had one of my coworkers ask me if I regretted doing that. I said no, because it was the truth. I never regret sharing the truth. Yeah, I know. Yeah, choosing fonts, hate that. Yeah. I really miss, the weird fonts. I'm able to use a couple of weird fonts in Canva, but I know that it also needs to have that readability to it. So I kind of miss doing like the weird like bubble letters and stuff like that. But the fonts that I use is Amaressa Age. That's what it's called in Canva. And it has this nice curvature towards it to it. It's kind of calligraphy almost, but to me it's still more readable than calligraphy, if that makes any sense. Because sometimes calligraphy can just have so many loops, you're like, what's going on? But I really like that font. I use it for the title of, or the front page of I'm No Hero back here. So yeah, I like it. As my husband says, I like it, Picasso. Rita says, my son quit his job. He had enough of doing all the work and fixing others' mistakes. Amen. He's a carpenter and he's going back to his first job from high school, still carpentry and some concrete. Nice. My papa was a carpenter. I loved going to his job sites. I didn't get to very often because, kid. in danger. Uh, but whenever he was in his own shop and building things, I just loved being in there with him. And until he, so Papa cut the fingertips a lot, to the point where, yeah, it was these fingers on his left hand. Sorry, I had to picture the table saw and how he worked it. But these two fingers were cut so much that the first knuckles here were gone. He had sewed the tips back on because every time we had to find what he cut off and put it in a little baggie on ice and go to the hospital to get it sewed on. But yeah, he cut these two so much that the first knuckle was gone. He cut his ring finger tip off. So yeah, Papa was something else. I'm just saying, just saying. But yeah, he was a carpenter, and his work, I just loved watching him work, and how he looked at stuff in magazines, a one-dimensional picture, and he would look at it, and if it was made out of wood, he did the calculations in his head. He made a pattern for it, and then he started making it. And that to me was just so amazing. To this day, I don't understand how he could do that. And there was some like trial and error with a couple of things, but for the most part, once he figured it out in his head and he wrote down all the measurements and he made that pattern, it was fine. It was perfect. One of the things he made it's a combination piece of furniture. It's an ironing board, a stepping stool, and a chair all in one. And that is something that he looked at in a magazine. And he figured it out in his head, and he started building it. I mean, I couldn't even build the ironing board itself. It's just, carpentry is so amazing to me. I love the smell of wood. I love the smell of sawdust. And yeah. Can be made. I don't know what happened there, but hi. It just got kicked out for some odd reason. All right, so I am going to end the poll over here on the YouTubes. So the question was, what do you like seeing most about indie books? And y'all voted, it's a tie with all of the above, give me variety, and quotes of the book with mood music. Awesome. Okay. The other two choices were artwork with the character and scenes, which is 20%, and the book cover with the trope showing, which is actually 0%. That's interesting. Okay. So I will definitely do more quotes of my books with the mood music. And yeah, a couple other things. Been procrastinating on choosing a font for the comic, like shoving it in the back of the closet until the last moment. Yeah. Thank you. Mood music is good. Yeah. Try saying that 5 times fast. I don't know why I'm having problems with that. Looks like we're frozen. We keep freezing over on YouTube. And it looks like we're frozen on Twitch too. Okay. So apparently my internet is like doing some weird things. Okay, y'all can still hear me. All right, that's fine then. That's fine. Hi, Mama Maggie. How are you? Your vid does sound as good. Maggie Boop the like. Thank you. Still here. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Hunter is sleeping. You get to hear his snores every now and then. And watching the puppers. Maggie's heading to a late lunch with Hubby's cousin. Nice, nice, nice. Definitely watch the replay. I hope you have an awesome lunch and you all get caught up and all that good stuff. So check the weather. What's going on? I know we might have some like pop-up showers today. At least my head is the headache, the pressure and everything is telling me that we're going to have rain soon. But yeah. Good stretch, buddy. Yes, you should eat. Yes, offering 5 free books with Strong Moms for Mother's Day weekend. Stuff your Kindle event. Let's see. Where do I have you listed on this big sheet of links? Here we go. So here is the link to Mama Maggie's books. If you have a link that's specific to those books, go ahead and share it. But here's the link that I have. You are modded, are you not? Yes, you are. Cool. All right, good deal. Anyway. He didn't want to show his face to y'all anymore. He just get a black blob and pause. All right. I do believe I am going to get off of here just because the headache is getting a little bit worse. And yeah. Here is a new to me since last week AuthorTuber. And he is running his sprints now. So there's the link to that if you want to catch some more sprints. There is the AuthorTube playlist as well that's on Google Sheets. It is a YouTube thing, so I'm sorry for people on Twitch, but it is what it is. Yeah. Chat keeps jumping, and it's my fault because I'm the one sharing the links. Squish that pupper. Yeah, he's being a good boy. Somebody's watching me. It's my allergies. A tear. I'm dying. Snot is a flying. A tear. Crying tears aren't drying. Yeah. Spring and summer, y'all. Sometimes into fall, it's allergy season, and whenever it rains, this head starts pounding. I'll be fine. I'm used to it by now. Thank you all for coming. I hope everybody has a great day as well. Cat Paw, I've been here, migraine, waiting for the storm, feel better soon. Yeah, we're getting like pop-up rains and everything, and tomorrow I think it starts to rain and like a series of thunderstorms for the next few days or something. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to the weather. Anyway, make sure to check out my links, especially the Ko-fi. Sign up to be a member so you can read the first peeks at my books. And the ones that are up there right now are Daughter of Blood Gold and My Husband Wants to Keep Me Pristine. And I shared a link to Mist, the beta reads for Mist, if you want to sign up for that. And yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow for Breaking the Block at 11 a.m. Eastern. Have a good one. Bye.